Hey, what's up, Dean? Sabre Performance. We're at the shop. Got Jonathan's Ranger. We got the Wilwood. Don't know the part number on it. It's on the box. It is 260-15092. It's a 0.81 diameter bore, and it has a remote reservoir. So obviously it won't bolt, it doesn't just, it's not a direct fit. That's where I was going. So this is the old one. You can see the square like goes up in there like this, and then it twists and it locks into place. So being that that has a bolt pattern to it and it needs to be on an angle, the firewall's flat, what I did was I took a piece of chromoly tubing and built this flange, and then basically used the exact same hole, and you can see the square peg up in there, and then you can even see the pin on the clutch pedal. It's real sloppy, but it's welded into the firewall, and then I did a bunch of seam sealer. It's a real tight spot, so it's hard to get in there. So, and then I just sprayed it with some paint, some of that like metal cast stuff to try and kind of sort of hide it. You can't really hide it, but you won't see it from the top. You can't even see that. This gets an inner fender back on it, so you won't see anything, but it keeps it from rusting. So I'm gonna go ahead and start measuring for the rod, and what I did was I took that C-clip out, and that let me get this rod out. I had to cut the end off because it had a little, I don't know where it is, it had like a little piece that locked onto it and held that inside of there, and then that C-clip sat on top of it. So this way I've got one of the like coupling nuts, a 5/16, gives you everything on here, 5/16 24 coupling nut, so that I could put the rod in there, and then most likely I'll just weld the rod into the nut, but I got to figure out how long this needs to be. So I think what I'm going to do is snap this onto the pedal, have it hanging out, which it might not hang out actually. Yeah, but I got to measure for the rod. Maybe I'll just measure to the flange and then put this all together, because it is somewhat adjustable. I can make it longer. I can't make it shorter if I weld the rod in, because it'll hit the threads. So let me do that, and then we'll see how far we get. All right, so I got it mounted up. I used some stainless Allen heads. The rod I actually didn't have to cut, so I welded it in. Everything worked out good. Then this is the fitting that comes in the master, and then this is a 3/8 24 to 3AN, and then I used a 3AN like female to male 90 to get the hose on. So the pressure side is all done. I don't have the 7/16 20 fitting here. It just got delivered today, so all I have to do is put that in, and then I put a 4AN male to 3AN female, which will go right on top of that. Then this is a 4AN female that like threads in the hose really, really hard. So this is just the reservoir. So this will go up there, something like that, thread on. It'll feed the fluid in, and then I can re-bleed, which the bleeder's here. I added more heat sleeve, but everything has really good clearance and everything. So it should be good there. I mean, that's about as far as I can get on it today. I have a couple other projects. Just got a whole pile of chromoly in, and I did get the tailgate back, so you could see like the colors perfect on it. So if you go back a few videos, you'll see what this looked like when I got it back from the other guy. It was basically rusted. What I didn't notice, and I gotta go ask the painter, is if he took the handle out. I don't know if he did, so I may need to get a new handle. but I blacked out the Ford emblem. It's got my handprints on it from pushing it on, but that's blacked out. The Ranger emblem is blacked out, kind of to match the taillights that are blacked out, all the other emblems that are blacked out. So we are very, very close. I do need to try to relocate this. I tried once. It's not working out very well for me. So I need to try and relocate the emergency brake cable, because I believe what Jonathan said was the other tires that he has rubbed the cable, or maybe even this one rubs the cable. Kind of looks, yeah, this one's rubbing the cable too. So maybe we just need to get rid of the emergency brake. I mean, it's not ideal. But I can't find any other configuration cable that I could use. Like, I wish I could just get a longer cable and be able to route it in, you know, but I can't find quite this configuration of cables. Some kind of is what it is type of thing, but the pedal's all hooked up. Everything's good. I'm getting out of here today, so all right, now I figured it out. I'm getting out of here today. So tomorrow I'll get that fitting in. I'll get that hooked up. I'll bleed it out, and that should be it. As far as the mechanicals, the truck should be 100% done. All the gauges work, function. I have to calibrate the speedometer. I have to finish the tune on it. And then we have to put the new grill in the bezel that the painter has. Put the roll pan on, the mirrors on, clean it up, and knock on wood, we should be able to give it back to Jonathan, because I know he is super, super, super eager to have his truck right, driving good, and that's my goal. With every one of them, I just want them to be as good as they could be. Nothing's perfect, but if we can make it as good as it possibly can be, that's my goal. So appreciate you watching. Like, subscribe, hit the hit the bell to be notified of new videos. Leave me a comment. Y'all have a good day.